Hi everyone, welcome to the first edition of the new series called Craft-A-Long. It's going to be where each week I post new tutorial videos on your different materials and techniques, which will lead to making a full project by the end of the month. So I thought this first month that we could start with... My camera's breaking! Okay, ignore that. This month that we could start with homemade cards. They're nice and cheap, they're easy, they're quick to make, and lots of fun. So to give you an idea, we can just take simple materials and make something that looks like this, which you've got your scrapbook paper, stickers, ribbon, and your cardstock. So you can make a very beautiful or fun card really cheaply and from the heart. So this will be our first month here, and we're going to start with just how to select your different papers. So this week, go out and get your paper, and so let me start and show you what kind of paper. So the best kind of paper to use for card making that I've found is cardstock. Now, other people are going to go, Allison, I've got computer paper on hand. Can't I just use that? You can, but it's very transparent and very thin. And when you put all of your different glue and stickers and paper on it, it is going to become real heavy and start to rip. So you want to try to stay away from the computer paper. So you want to try to find something called cardstock. And I know Walmart has a pack. It's for $5 or $10 for 100 sheets of the cardstock. In the white cardstock, the colored cardstock that I'll show you in a minute, that's a little bit more expensive. But to start off your cards, you're going to want the cardstock. It is very thick, so when you fold it, it's going to be the most difficult part. But everything else that you put on here is going to stay on here and make a very nice card in the end. Okay, so we talked about the different cardstock that you can use, all sorts of different possibilities there. So now you want to go and find your scrapbook paper, which your scrapbook paper is typically about this size of a square. Sometimes they're smaller, but they're very cheap. They're 30 to 50 cents. I think some of them may be $1. But you can get a sheet of paper for very cheap, and this would probably make probably about 4 cards. I mean, maybe a little bit less, but one sheet will last you for a while. So go and find your different designs, the different papers that you enjoy, and match them with your cardstock. Let me grab this one. So with this yellow, that blue and the yellow look really nice. There's some yellow already in my scrapbook paper, so they will complement each other very well. So you can look for different things like that to see how it's all going to play out in the end. And when in doubt, you can use white cardstock. It looks great with pretty much every kind of scrapbook paper. So if you're saying, oh my goodness, I cannot find the right color for my paper to go with my design, go to your white piece of paper. It is you can't fail with it. You can't. So you find your nice paper, your fun designs, and then also, this is just a few more samples, but on this piece of paper here, it's just a kind of plain design, but it'll still look really nice on the top of a card. So, and if you look, your different colors set different moods, so think about the mood that you were trying to portray in this card. Because whoever you give this to, and I mean, even it could be a card for yourself, that's what they're going to see at first. That's the emotion that you want to invoke in them. So think about that and how those different colors play into that, and your different designs play into that. Because here I've got a couple of different pieces of paper. This one's it's green and it's got little white flowers. I don't know how that'll come out on the camera here, but this is a very kind of fun feel and a kind of soft feel. This seems to me something a little bit more maybe like a baby or even a masculine type card, you know, Father's Day card or something. And then same design, different colors, completely different mood. So just think about how all of that plays together. And say that you are having trouble finding some scrapbook paper that you like, you can always resort to just picking up a big book of scrapbook paper. Usually they're just taped right here at the bottom, and you can lift the corners to see the different kinds of papers. So, and I mean, this will last you for a long time. Like this design here, I don't know how that's coming up. Let me see if I can find a really nice one here. But I could use, yeah, something like this for a wedding or an anniversary or something. So then I can also flip through the book and convey a completely different mood of something like this. So you have a lot of possibilities and different kinds of cards all in one book. So that's another option for you. And then today I also want to talk about glue real quick. There's a couple of different kinds of glue that you may want to use while you're making your card. And the first one that I tend to use the most is just your regular Elmer's white glue. It's cheap, it is wonderful for paper, that's what pretty much they make that for, so this is great. You can clean it up easily if for some reason you've put too much on or something's not working out. You can clean that up without destroying your card. This is great glue. Then there's also tacky glue. This is a little bit of a thicker glue than your white Elmer's glue, and it's much more stickier faster, so this can be helpful when you need to get down things such as your ribbons and things like that, where you don't want to wait as long for it to dry. So tacky glue, really good one. And then if you've got a hot glue gun on hand, this is excellent. You don't have to go and run out and buy one if you don't have one. These other glues will work just fine for your whole project. But this works really well for gluing down your buttons and things like that. If you have a hot glue gun on hand and you decide to use it, you are going to want to probably pick up some popsicle sticks or something that you can keep from getting yourself burned. Because hot glue gun burns, ouch, they hurt. You do not want those. So go ahead and get your popsicle stick. You'll be happy that you did. So that's it for this week. Go out, go find your papers, have lots of fun. That is a great process to all of this, is just all those different possibilities with your papers. You can find those at craft stores. If you don't have a craft store near you, you live in a small town like me, you just got a Walmart. They have plenty of things there too, or a scrapbook store, anywhere that you can find that paper. Just go have fun, and next week we'll go over the ribbons and buttons and stickers, all your different kinds of embellishments, and then we'll really start to see this card come together. And if you have any questions, you can always leave me a comment, and I'll get right back to you. All right, bye!